subject of study in this week's class is the Pence attack. And the Pence attack is just one of the many radical evolutions of the Pensador that we will be studying and investigating over the coming months. This is the beginning of a radical transformation which sees the Pensador mutate into a weapon of mass destruction. There are no magic powers to be had in the martial arts. The trick is to find a way of extracting more out of the things that we think we already know. Not easy, but totally possible. We always follow the same process in the early classes, starting with the shadow fighting, followed by the technical development, then the predator versus one opponent, predator versus two opponents, finishing the class with the shadow fighting, and then concluding with the dynamic visualization. Our challenge is to be constantly studying and investigating how to connect all the work that we study. By working with the 6 punches as the foundation in this development and training the connection with the Pence attack, we are learning how to shut down, jam and smash our way into the opponent. As always, we need to make sure that we pay attention to the mechanics and the technical development, because this is the construction side of things. The predator drills are where we find out if we have absorbed the technical side of things well enough for them to function in a pressured environment, and the predator drills are also where we show our abilities. Let's take a look as Ambassador Roland takes us through the 6 punches and the Pence attack. Once we've gotten to grips with the Pence attack, many things will start to become more visible. I can remember in the early days, when Husto and myself were developing the Pence attack, just how radical it seemed to those who were training with us. But for those who then put the Pence attack through the process of development with one opponent and then 2 opponents, gained an incredible level very quickly. In this one-man predator drill, Ambassador Ruben, in green, helps World Ambassador Roland to develop the Pence attack against the 6 punches. Notice as Ruben moves around Ambassador Roland how he forces the development of redirectional abilities, whilst at the same time Roland must maintain an enter and destroy mentality. You look how the Pensador really does start to give many unseen simplicities. The Pensador gives so much if we are prepared to study and develop our mentality towards discovering new abilities. And as you know, the Pensador is the mother of all principles in the KFM. Let's watch now as Ambassador Roland applies a little more intention with the pence attack. We can start to observe our objective, which is to enter and destroy everything that we touch. The instinct to crash and enter is something that under pressure the human will try to make. What KFM has done is take this instinct and cultivate it into a radical and ballistic weapon with devastating effects. Provocation and reaction followed by enter and destroy is the intention of this work. Remember what we said before. If we only copy a drill because it looks good, but we don't really know why we're doing it or what the objective is, then we really need to ask questions about our training methods, as they may not be giving us what we think, and we all know that self-delusion is non-productive. The fun side of the training is trying to make it all fit together, which is much easier said than done. Let's inject a little bit of down-to-earth reality. We all make mistakes and we all mess up sometimes, but hey, that's okay because we're all human. The problem with the human is that we always think we know best and that everybody else just doesn't get it, which of course is just not the case. Perseverance and persistence is the key if we are to obtain a good level of understanding. Training on the focus in the two-man predator is fantastic. It gives us the opportunity to really express our ability and find out for ourselves that nothing is ever as easy as it looks. We need to train and train hard if we want results. You look how we can change the way we think and feel about things if we want to. The pence attack is the consequence of real events and was one of the building blocks used in the construction of the KFM programme in the early days. You look how the pentador shape can instigate in the people, a sign of weakness. Covering up generally means you are losing, and as we know, this couldn't be farther from the truth. We may now begin to understand a little clearer when we talk about the concept of the chameleon, meaning that we can't even see things sometimes, even when they're right in front of us. We will find that when we train the pence attack, it will change the way we look at the subject of attachment and trapping, a topic that interests many people and provokes many debates. We see this as a positive energy, because good questions arouse the attention of the inquisitive, which in turn fuels the need to investigate to find answers. And this is the way for all of us to learn new and mind-provoking things. We have arrived at the end of the training again for this week and conclude the class with the pensa pugnos, pensador and pence attack. We are now halfway through the work needed to complete the white grade in KFM. If we continue to train correctly, study seriously and follow the process step by step, then we will build a solid foundation that will prepare us for the vast amount of information we will be studying together over the next period. See you in Class 7 next time, and until then, be sure to study wisely and train hard. And remember, the life is good. Enjoy!